Oh my God. Let me turn the music off so y'all can hear me loud and clear. I ain't uploaded in this channel in a minute. I've been doing something else, you know what I'm saying? But today I just said fuck it. Yesterday we had Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford in an undisputed title matchup at 147 in Las Vegas. Stakes couldn't be higher, right? I'm a man, and admittedly I had Errol Spence winning the fight, right? Pre-fight. But I did say I did say Terrence Crawford's power was going to determine the fight. So essentially, if he was able to make Spence respect his power, he was either A, gonna halt his output, his volume, that's Spence bread and butter, or he was gonna walk him down. And he did both. So I wasn't surprised. I did pick Spence. I just anticipated him being able to handle Bud's power better than that. I felt like he would be fine. But this motherfucker, man, the jab was even looking like it would hurt. I'm like, damn, bro. He looked bad. That was an ass whooping. He only looked good in 2 rounds. Well, 1 round, which is round 3, when he got knocked down at the end of round 2. He came back with some form of aggression. He looked like Errol, and I was like, okay, we might have a fight, but nah, man, the jab was getting to him. I'm driving, so y'all go hear some shit. Gotta get some Pampers for my daughter. The jab was getting to him. The counters, the speed, he just looked outclassed. Like, it looked like Inu versus Fulton all over again. It just looked like one person was just on a different level. And this is no slight to Fulton and Spence, but this is the difference between a very good fighter and an all-time great fighter. Inu is an all-time great talent. Bud Crawford is an all-time great talent. The IQ, the counters, the power, the speed, nothing Spence did seemed to affect Crawford, bro. Like, nothing. He caught him with a few good shots, and it's like, and it's not like Spence has one punch knockout power. He's not that type of fighter. It's more like a clubbing, break you down over time. I get it, but that shit was still that was crazy. I didn't expect that result to be one-sided like that. I thought Errol should have fought on the inside a lot more. I get that Bud is strong, but when they was on the inside, he just, I don't know, it just felt like he didn't. It's like he wanted to. It's like, I don't know. It's like he allowed Bud to control the whole fight from round 1 to, you know what I'm saying? Round 3 is the only round where it looked like Spence came to fight his fight. And then it's just like the game plan. I don't know if it was the game plan. I don't know if it was the power where he didn't want to, I don't know. It just felt like, to negate some of that speed difference, because he was getting fucked up by that jab all night. To negate some of the speed difference, he should have closed the distance. His head should have been touching Crawford's head. It should have been a bang out on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Instead, He got his fucking head jabbed off. He didn't move his head off the center line. He didn't move laterally. He was getting caught by the hooks and uppercut. One of the uppercuts, watching it live, I think it was like, what, round 7 or something like that? He had Crawford on the ropes, and he hit Crawford with a left hook. And watching it live, I'm like, okay, it looked like Crawford got hit with something. But it's like he threw that right uppercut so quick that it hit Spence before Spence's left hook landed. But it didn't look like that on TV. On TV, it looked like Spence possibly hurt Crawford. Right then, I knew that it was a different level, bro. It's just levels of this shit. Sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes you're wrong. I'm not wrong that often in boxing. I felt like the naturally bigger man was going to be able to take the power of Bud Crawford and get through it. And eventually, walk him down, go to the body early in the fight. So later in the fight, Crawford would have been more immobile, more tired. Fucking Porter did better than and I'm gonna tell you why. To beat a fighter like Bud, you need a fighter with great lateral movement, like a Pacquiao, a Bud Crawford. I mean, not a Bud Crawford, a Pacquiao, a Sean Porter. Someone great on their feet, someone light on their feet that can move in and out. You know what I'm saying? Someone that can mix up looks, that move their head, that don't stay on center line. If you notice, he was losing to Porter until round 10. Bomac literally told him this. You losing the fight, bro. Like, you got to step it up. And that was the truth. And what he did, he stepped it up. But you need a fighter with lateral movement, with head movement, that can mix up their looks. I think you need someone that can match his athleticism and power to make him respect you. Because if he don't respect you, he just going to eventually just get comfortable and just walk you down. The combinations is, like Spence. He didn't respect Spence's power at all. He got hit with it, and it was early in the fight. He got hit with a left hook, and it catch him flush, but it caught him like on the side of his head, his neck, and his ear area. He got hit pretty hard, and the motherfucker, it's like it didn't even hit him. Boots ain't ready. I like Boots a lot. I like his skill set. I think he present a tougher problem to Crawford than Spence would, than Porter. I think he would be Crawford's toughest fight on paper. Strictly off of skill set, his power, his speed, his athletic, he match or exceed Crawford in all of that, in my opinion. I think Crawford might have a little bit more power, but they kind of similar fighters. You know what I'm saying? But what I've seen from Ennis, from Boots, is he need a little bit more seasoning. He not quite ready yet. This is gonna be like a Canelo Mayweather type shit. And it sucked that the age discrepancy is so wide, because we might not see that. You know what I'm saying? I think Boots would have to go up and wait for that to work. But I see Boots like this 147 division, cause Bud ain't keeping it. He going up in weight. This 147 division, bro. Boots running that shit. I say he got another 2-3 years before he start peaking. How old is Boots? Like 24, 25? He got probably another 2 years before he start, peaking, and it's just it's all downhill for any opposition. And he a big 147. He's huge. But I just don't see the timelines being right. Maybe he could fight Spence eventually. I think Spence got more years in this sport than Crawford. I think Crawford got like a solid. I think Crawford could fuck around and retire after a couple more fights. If he beats Spence in a rematch in December, with Spence already, activated his rematch clause, that's a given. December, he beats Spence. Probably the next following year, he probably fight again in July against a Charlo or a Tim Tszyu. After he become a 3 division, it ain't really much left. You're not gonna go back down and wait. Or maybe he tried to clean up that division though. He could. Bud got the talent to do it. But I just feel like, I feel like he one of them dudes that, he proved himself. This was a legendary fight. And this is one thing I will say. Sometimes fights they don't go how you plan. It ain't a war all the time. These big fights like this, it don't take away from Spence as a fighter. When Marvin Hagler knocked Tommy Hearns out in the third, it didn't take away from Tommy Hearns as a fighter. Sometimes you lose. Spence is still a great fighter. Bud is an all-time great fighter. That's just my 2 cents, man. We still got some good boxing matches coming this year. Oh, the UFC event was hard too. The Poirier, Gaethje shit. I had Gaethje winning, won some of my money back. But yeah, man, still got some good fights coming up. I'm interested to see what happened with Spence. I know the rematch. I don't think he should take the rematch. I ain't gonna lie. A beating like this, 4 months of camp. I don't know what you could. Well, if you fight at 154, the power should carry better. I ain't gonna lie, it should carry better. But I don't know. I don't even think it's just you never know, bruh. He could perform a lot better. He a naturally bigger guy. He said 147 was tough to make. I did see comments, saying he looked drained, by the body watching niggas. The people that analyze, bodies and flesh. I seen somebody say he looked fleshy. I'm looking at it like, bruh, whatever. But if he was drained, he was drained. Crawford even said it was hard to make, and there were reports that Crawford needed extra time to cut the weight. I don't know how true that is, but there were reports. And Crawford said that he would go to 154. My thing is, I just don't know if it matters. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it matters. I don't know if that help. Like, how does that help you handle Bud's power? How does that help you handle his speed? How does that help you move your head off center line? How does that help you with your lateral movement? Spence is a straight up and down fighter. Jab, 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 body, body, left hook, right hook, uppercut, jab, 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 body. It's the same shit. Now he's elite, but it's the same shit. Bud had timing on him. Like, it was just a mismatch, man. I can't really say too much more. It was a good fight. I'm out. I'll probably start uploading more of these little sports talks with combat sports and NFL and, chop it up, man. Because I ain't been uploading on this channel that much recently. Just having a lot going on, man. A lot of money to be made. A lot of shit going. Good stuff. But I'll try to start being more consistent with different kind of content, man. I'm out.